Hello my loves, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to create a very quick video to give us all a reminder of table setting and how you can take a very simple table setting and make it look elegant by thinking carefully about what goes onto the table. So hopefully in today's video I can share with you guys a few tips on how I like to set the table and habits that made it easy for me to remember how to set the table. So the first thing we must begin with is the tablecloth. It's very nice to have a tablecloth on the table when you set the table because it gives it a sense of like specialness, doesn't it? Creates this sense of occasion, makes it look a little bit more fancy and of course elegant. So one tip I would give you when it comes to the tablecloth is please take the time to steam it or iron it. So you lay your tablecloth onto the table and then you want to think about what goes into the middle center of your table. You can have some drinks here or you can have a little flower arrangement. But one thing I would say when it comes to this is think about the height. If your flower arrangement is too tall and is also wide, it's going to block people's views. People are not going to be able to see each other properly whenever they sat on the table and eating. So I would highly recommend you buy a small bunch of flowers, put it in a small vase with some fresh water, or like I'm doing here, if you don't have fresh flowers at hand, you can also use faux flowers that have the effect and look like they are real. All right, after that, we are on to setting the table. I would recommend you set your plates according to what you're going to serve, okay? So bowls are, of course, for soups. You have your side plate for, your little snacks and little things like that, and your main plate for the main meal. I would also recommend that you buy your plates as a set, or you just get them in the same color family. You will see as I set the table here that not all of my plates match here. Some have broken along the way, but you know what? Because I tend to buy similar colors, it's easy for me to mix and match. You can also mix and match your plates if they have colors that are complementary to one another, right? That can also make it work. But sometimes if you're setting the table and you're feeling like everything just looks like a mess, maybe is your eyes getting distracted because there's 1,010,000 different colors and different plates and different sizes and different shapes, and it's all looking not so put together. So if you want that put together effect, think about having the same color or a similar color family, or just having matching colors even though the plates themselves and bowls may not match. Next, we're going to think about cutlery. When it comes to my stainless steel cutlery, this is by the brand Stella. They make really good high quality cutlery. And so for this occasion, I wanted to have them looking very clean. So a quick tip that I will share in terms of how to clean your stainless steel is to pour half vinegar and half amount of water, mix it together and use that to wipe clean your stainless steel. There is no need to rinse after this. You just wipe it clean, and also make sure you're using the cleaner side of the cloth, microfiber cloth I would recommend. Then you have yourself beautiful stainless steel that doesn't have any watermarks on it, that just looks like you have your life together. It's the small details, guys. When it comes to being elegant, living an elegant life, learning to enjoy the little things is also about attention to detail. That really makes a difference to all of this. Next, we're thinking about drinks. One thing to remember when it comes to where to place your drinking glass is to remember that it goes on the right hand side. So try to go around the table. Notice where your right hand side is before you put the cup down. And if you've done it correctly, it should be on the same side as your knife and spoon. So it helps me to remember. And remember with this, guys, it's all about practice. If you practice this often, guys, it will just become a very natural side to you. You'll just be able to do it without even thinking twice. I think what trips a lot of us up is we hardly set the table. And so when the time comes when we actually need to set the table, we're like, oh my God, what do I do? Am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? Sometimes my husband laughs at me when I set the table and he's like, don't you get tired of putting all these things on the table and having to remove them? And I'm like, no, I actually enjoy the process because it's helping me to get used to this, for this to just be a normal part of my life where I learn to enjoy the small things. And to me, I love aesthetics, okay? I do. I like things to look nice. I like to spend a lot of time at home. So I enjoy it when I can enjoy my home and enjoy the everyday life things and make that a luxury for myself. So then we're going to look at how to place our cutlery. The key thing for you to remember is that the spoon and knife stay together and the fork is usually on its own, except if you're having like a dessert that you need a fork for, in which case you're going to need a dessert fork. But I will try to make a separate video detailing all the different items that you could place on your table and what they are used for. Hopefully that will be helpful. And so as you guys can see here, just like that, you have yourself a beautiful table setting. It didn't need a lot of things. It didn't need all the faff. When it comes to the napkins, you can put the napkins either underneath your main plate, or you can put it underneath the cutlery. Or if I wanted to, I could place the napkin underneath the smaller plate and then place the bowl on top of it. You can place your napkin wherever you want. We will talk later on about eating etiquette and where not to place your napkins when you are actually using it in a later video. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's just a very simple table setting that I wanted to have on this channel so that you guys will know and have a reference, a go-to for whenever you want to set the table. To all of my ladies who are here for the elegant content, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye guys. Assalamu alaikum.